What up, everybody? We are here today and noticing a pretty interesting development on the total crypto market cap.
What's up?
What up, everybody? So we're kind of putting together an unplanned live event, but I saw this in the charts and couldn't not bring it up. What do you think, Ben?
Oh man, it looks fantastic to me.
It's
A little tiny bit of an echo now, though.
Oh, really?
Indubitably.
We'll fix that. Let's fix that real quick.
It is fantastic, though. Super fast that we got back to where we were at 2.5 billion or 2.5 trillion. That's a lot of money in crypto.
There we go.
Yeah, it seemed okay. I couldn't hear myself anymore.
Oh, really? How's this?
Yeah, it seems good.
Okay. So on our last video, the music was really, really quiet. I went back and checked it out. And
okay.
So I'm going to keep it kind of loud for us. I think with headphones on, it's more loud than it comes through in the chat.
Gotcha.
So we'll have to tweak. I was messing around with that and see what that's all about. But anyway, yeah,
it
man.
Seems okay right now. I can hear you.
Good. Well, I just think that we'll have to check when we do this. We'll have to go back and check and
check that one.
Make sure we can hear the music. Yeah. Dude, did you hear about the Funky Monkey Frat House? There's been so much going on.
The no longer going to be a
part of the 10,000 or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't even really know what was going on anyway. I just chimed in there too, asking like, "Hey, am I still gonna get my custom piece?"
You will, but it won't be part of the 10,000. Is like the thing. So,
that's custom. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, well, my main question
is kind of a bummer.
What does that mean for the utility? Because I mean, there's supposed to be utility with those. I think someday. Yeah. I mean, they all say there's no utility, but I don't know, man. They were pretty cool. They weren't that expensive, in my opinion. I mean,
right, 1/10 of an ETH, yeah. Not too bad.
And I feel like you could sell them for at least these. So I think I'm just gonna hang on to mine. I'm not gonna get a refund or anything, and
no,
I'll probably try and sell them, and then I might try to get. Dude, there's some. Okay, so they did do a Sparta thing for the 251. You can get those. It's its own collection. And there's 151 togas that are going to be re-minted, so are available for mint right now. Because we can come back to this. Let's go over to Funky Monkey Frat House real quick. Yeah, you can still do it. I'm so tempted to get a toga now because of that situation, and then just like sell one of the customs that I got. But
yeah, you could. You could easily do that, but I'm just sticking with the one.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too.
Like but the NFTs are super cool, but I wanted to get into the gaming ones. Really, that's the only reason I wanted to get into them.
Yeah, I feel you. I can see how the NFT is. Like you want a utility for sure.
Look at all those notifications.
Yeah, I don't know why it's giving me all these. I was just here. But that's how it goes sometimes. So yeah, I like this chart. Yeah, I don't know if there's if it's supposed to technically be,
Who cares? It looks cool.
Yeah, agreed.
3.75 trillion from where we're at doesn't. I mean, it just seems like so much money. It's incredible.
It does, man. And what I've learned about charts in the time that I've been in it is that it can be astonishing sometimes how it's almost like like the best analogy I can come up with is like the CME gap. Like if the chart is showing something and fundamental analysis or like, you know, macro worldview stuff isn't adhering to the charts, it's like there's that's almost like a divergence in itself, right? Like you could almost use that as some kind of signal in your strategy itself, whereas like something's got to give. That's why when people see things in the charts, they're like, oh, there's gonna be a black swan event. I don't know what it's gonna be, but there's gonna be one sometime. It's got to have this, right?
Right.
And the reason there's those crazy old successful bastards yelling that crazy shit, like Dan Pena, is because it happens. You know, it's crazy. So anyway, let's take a peek. This is what I've been posting on Twitter.
What is this? Bitcoin Tether? Okay.
Yeah, this is Bitcoin. Tether pairs because I need.
Oh no, I can see it in the background. I didn't notice it. My bad.
No worries. Yeah, you know, and that's probably something I should do now that we're streaming is get rid of the background BTC, USDT. I like it for screenshots, but you can always get this in screenshot. Let's do a little tutorial how to do that.
How do you do that? I don't even know.
Go into your appearance and where's the watermark right here? Boom.
Oh, okay,
so you
cool.
Click the watermark setting, takes it off. I also like to get rid of these grid lines. You can look up, who was it? I think
I like them.
Trades who had a tutorial. I don't know. Look it up on YouTube. You can find it. But
yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch.
People like them. Hell yeah. But this is what I've been posting on Twitter. If you don't already follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at the Boise Bird. I post stuff. I try to do it daily, and just trying to chart Bitcoin. And you know, if anyone has a recommendation or a favorite coin they'd like to check out, hit me up. Just shoot me a DM, or you can just tweet at me and say, check out this one. So I was really, really happy with this.
Ooh, wow, a lot of my stuff is looking real good. Wow, that's awesome.
Your portfolio looking nice.
Yeah, just a couple things.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this was kind of what I was calling for. Was this stutter step right here? Where'd my arrow go? Jesus, it's way out there. Blam.
Drew that on a different chart.
So yeah, you know, I had screenshots of this. Yeah, probably, or moved it to on a different chart.
Yeah, it's like perfect, dude.
But I called this. I was like, it was like right here, and I said, hey, if we break above this, which I thought we would because of the ETF and everything, you know, we're gonna skyrocket up to 62. Right in here. So I was proud of that call. Anyway, follow me on Twitter. You know, I'm not going to be right every single time, but I do give, even in this situation right here, I gave the bearish possibility where we could come back and retest this. And that would obviously meant we could even go lower if we did.
Which 54,000?
Yeah. Which I actually even called this possible rejection up here and retested this as well.
Man, those are some nice fib lines. Let me tell you what. Look at that. Bam, 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 bam. Pinball machine right there, dude.
Yeah. So again, I drew these before all this happened right here. For all this, pretty much. It was like right in here.
Super healthy for the market too, where it's coming above our price point and then dropping back down to retest it. Going up for another pump, hitting the resistance line, retesting that level of support that used to be resistance.
Yeah, and this guy right
here. Man, and
here,
it just bull flagged right there too. I didn't realize. What are you looking at? 4-hour chart, okay.
4 hour. 4 hours pretty solid, bro. I like to look at the daily and the 4 hour. Pretty much that's it, because I think intraday is easier than daily. And then like you don't get everything, but you get usually the more significant moves anyway, and then you just try not to trade like the chop suey, which is for like the daily traders. So yeah, and you know, I've been trying to spend a little more time, because most of what I have been doing is just TA and momentum, but trying to learn Elliott wave theory. I almost said Elliott wave, but man, hold on. Let me just. This music's a little weird. I'm gonna refresh. Chillin.
Change to something else a little smoother or what? A little
Kind of, yes. This is the
less
chill
workout
audio.
mode?
Right. Still sounds. Yeah, it's all right, dude.
How many different sounds are there? I didn't even.
Approximately 8. Exactly 8. But you can refresh it and kind of do that.
Okay. Gotcha.
We'll just have to go from chill to chill hop.
There you go. That's like some easy listening panda jazz right here.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in to Token Watch. Today, we'll be looking at the Bitcoin Tether US pair. As you can see, we've been testing the Fibonacci lines of 0.618 and 0.786. These are extension lines that are well respected, as you can see. Once we broke the line of 0.786, we bolted up to the next Fibonacci line, nearly touching it at $63,338. Getting rejected and stutter stepping as called on Twitter at the Voicey Bird. Yeah, that music. Cool, it changed so I can change my way too. I'm getting ready to be done, so. Oh, here it comes back. Yeah, good stuff.
Good old Matty B.
Piano Matty B. So I think there might be. Okay, sorry. We're going right off the rails here.
That's all right.
Dude, I know.
That's perfect.
Parroting. Elliott Impulse Wave. Somebody in the chat, tell me how to do this. But I think it's like bam, 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 bam. I don't know how that helps you by just putting lines on it, but I don't know.
It's just for fun. Just charting and chill.
Charting and chilling. But that is a thing apparently, right? So you know what's cool about that to me? I mean, when everything comes together, if you think about the head and shoulders, it's basically just 2 Elliott wave patterns, right? So we got to think about that when you see one develop. Like, okay, what could happen here? You could go sideways and then just kind of go bam, bam, and your head and shoulders, right? Or I guess it would be there. Why did I do this? Yeah, there we go, bam.
So what is the Elliott wave? I don't even really know.
So it just has to do. So that was what I was hoping. Like, this didn't give you. It's basically, in a nutshell, that when you have an impulse wave, it's called an impulse wave.
Because it's starting.
You have. I don't remember what the second one is called, but there's like a pullback. And it has to do people taking profit, I think. Just from memory on Elliott Wave theory. And then you have the inevitable pump. So it's just like, it's just basically that whenever you see the market going up, it means it's going to come down. Or if it's going down,
it's going to come up a little bit.
At least a little bit. Even, if you're in a trend where your overall trend is down, yeah. Good times.
Dude, there's lots and lots of panners to see for sure in the markets.
Yeah. I should click. Hold on. There. Keep it classy. All right. Well, so confluence. There's some confluence here with that. Whatever's down in that range. With the spider line. The difference is so awkward. Piano, this is less than desirable. Man, I feel like the
killing your vibe.
The tunes. Let's try lounge.
There you go.
I like this.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Let's see what else happens here. But the difference between, so these are spider lines, and then this, Benjamin. But talk about it for people who come back and watch in the future when we have an audience. Where's my screen? There we go. That's not it. Here we go. So this one I did off of our dip. I was like, hey, we got, essentially the little W that you need to do spider lines like this. Or, I got the wrong one, but you get it, right? Comes down.
Little W.
And so you take the middle of the W and you grab weekly. Candle. I like to do wicks a lot of the time because even a wick for a weekly candle is like spent, it can spend half a day up there or maybe a little more, or maybe a day. I don't know for sure. But so that's the way I think about it. Wicks are still pretty important. So I like to send the spider lines off the candlestick wicks. Did I do these ones off the daily? I might have used daily because it's like a smaller W. Smaller dub. Yeah, it looks like I used the daily. And then I just drop it on the candle top of the body close. And you get something like this. It's flat one, which is pretty well respected right here.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it kind of heated around it here. Obviously right here. And right here. So there's a line, then you got this coming up here, showing a little bit of support. These spider lines are cool because you get like an array and it tends to sort of like, it doesn't always hit them like a Fibonacci line and bounce. It'll sometimes stick to it and hover around it. So it's interesting how spider lines work, but I love it. Credit CryptoPace for enlightening me. So those are pretty cool. But anyway, these ones on this time frame, more significant because obviously they're off the weekly, not the daily, and they come back from over here. So let's check it.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine look more like that too, with the bunch of different lines instead of the purple ones.
Mm-hmm. So I have to look back and see what the red is. I think that's Apple Wick. But yeah, dude, there's just so much confluence. That was what, as a beginner and just charting in general, if you're going to trade it, I think you'll be more accurate when you see a ton of confluence on like the 4 hour and up. So yeah, it was good. It was a good one. We'll see if Bitcoin can be this easy to predict. But yeah, I mean,
kidding.
We'll see how it goes. So what do you think, bro? Do you think it's gonna go to 288,000?
I think it is easily going to go to 288,000. When, however, it may be a different story completely. I think from here we're looking at, I don't know, all-time highs, easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're getting back to that all-time high pretty quick.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know. From here, it's like, how do you really call a top? How do you call the next all-time high before the bear market? Are we going to even have one? Is that still even a debate?
Yeah, I think we're teetering on the edge of, we're definitely not in a bear market overall. Like, we had a large bear trend, or a small bear market, you might say, but yeah, pretty interesting for sure. Oh, there we go.
That was super interesting.
Let's see if it zoomed into us when I did that. Cool.
There we go. I was wondering why the chart zoomed out there.
Ah, I see. Yeah, we'll have to see how that affected the stream, so I'm curious. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to jump on real quick with you guys and show, you know, what I was looking at and explain the lines I had up on Twitter for the, those of you who check that out. So keep following me, and if you have any coins you want me to look at, let me know. You can see over here what I mess with, and a lot of these I have a little bit of, or a lot of, or I just like to follow the price. But
token watch, baby, making calls and hopefully making gains, getting alpha.
Dude. I mean, look at this Cardano chart. That sucks. When was that? Top out
against BTC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just traded my Bitcoin in for other things.
Wise decision. I think we had to do it on last stream, right?
Man, that's a good question. I started to, but I didn't. I don't think I actually did it that night. I was really tired, and then I had to do it later.
I know, we got to do our streams earlier, bruh. So it's late now too.
Yeah, it is getting a little bit late.
Or early.
This is called the blue collar grind right here, man.
Blue collar grind, side hustling, hashtag. Yeah, so keep hustling out there, dollar cost averaging. We'll see you on the flip side next time at Token Watch, y'all. Peace and love.
Have a good night.